Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I have all of the 3CE glow lip color here to review for you guys, so let's get the review started. This 3CE glow lip color actually came out probably a few months ago now, but I finally decided to film this after using it for a while. This one comes in 10 different shades, but let's talk about the packaging first. I love how slick this lipstick packaging is, and it's definitely so different from your usual 3CE lipstick packaging, where it's either like really slim, like the slim velvet one with the triangle logo, or it's like those usual square boxy ones. This one is very slim, it's like rounded cylinder type, and it's actually very lightweight as well. And I also like that it is very subtle, where it has that engraved 3CE at the bottom, and again it's like a shiny glossy packaging, which is pretty much correspondence to the turnout of it on your lips, where it gives you a really nice glowy shiny finish as well. In terms of the applicator, which is the tip inside, is like a rounded flat tip, and so yeah, there's not much to say about it, but it's not like your usual bullet point one, and I find this really easy to use, like especially on the edges of your lips, because of that rounded tip on the top as well, if that makes sense. For the finish, it is again, like I mentioned, a glossy finish, but when you apply it, it gives you like a really nice lip balm texture, but leaning towards much more of a thicker texture. And the way I would say it is like a lip butter, or like applying Vaseline on your lips, where you apply it, it glides on so easily, you feel that thickness of moisture, but you don't feel that stickiness on your lips at all, which I absolutely love. And I definitely highly recommend this for those who have dry lips, or you're a person like me where you want a little bit of color on your lips, but you don't want to use lip balm, but you want something comforting because of your dry skin. This would be it, because most of these colors are very sheer as well, so it's buildable as well. It builds up a lot if you want it much more pigmented, but for that sheer color, one glide is enough for that pigmentation and for that color, especially even if you don't have any makeup on and you want a little bit of color on your lips. This is actually a great lipstick for it. I will also mention a quick comparison between the glow lip color and the slim velvet, because this slim velvet is the only lipstick I have in my collection that is like similar to the glow lip. As you can see, both of them have that round packaging, and the inside, obviously the slim one is way more slimmer than the glow lip color, as you can see. And in terms of the 3CE slim one, it is much more of a velvety matte finish compared to the glow lip, which is like a glossy finish. Which one applies easily and faster? It would definitely be the glow lip, because the velvet one, because of that semi matte velvety texture, it takes a while to build up, and it just feels a bit much more harder applying it, like especially when gliding. I'm gonna jump straight to the color swatches. The first one is called High Roller, and for me, I feel like this is like a warm deep orangey shade, and for me this one is like a persimmon orange as well. As you can see, for this particular one, for the close-up, you see a lot of the dry patches on my lips, and I solely wanted to show you guys that, because if you have dry lips like me, you definitely have to exfoliate before applying this, and then it will give you a very nice smooth finish texture, but if not, it will actually cling onto your dry patches. Now, after exfoliating it, we're going to jump straight to number 2, which is called Little Brown, and this one is much more brighter and muted soft coral orange, and this one I felt is actually quite sheer compared to a lot of the colors in this collection. The third one is called Soul Like, and I absolutely love this color because it's a beautiful neutral soft beigey color, and it's like an apricot nudie color, and it's such a beautiful nudie shade for Asian skin tone like me, and it's not often you have Korean beauty actually release colors like this, and I feel like this is the perfect nudie beige color. Then I have Under Pressure, and this one for me, I feel like it's much more of a chilly brown red shade, but also have a little bit of that bright orange undertone as well. Then we have Calling Enamel, I think Enamel, probably not saying it right, but this one is just like a pink and coral peach, and for me, I don't really go for corally shades, so I didn't see anything special with this, to be honest. Then we have Overload, and I absolutely love this, and I would say this is like my MLBB shade, and this one is much more of a warm muted rose color shade, and out of all this, Overload has definitely been one of the colors I use so often in this collection. Then we have Sweetener, and like the name, it's a very sweet pink color but also peachy and corally at the same time. This reminds me a little bit of Calling Enamel, where it is similar shade, but I feel like with Sweetener it's much more deeper and pinkier as well. Then we have Standoff, and I find this like a strawberry red color, and I feel like any Korean colors always have to have this strawberry red color, and Standoff is the strawberry color, and it gives me a very pouty finish look as well. Second to last is called Street Light, and this one is much more fluorescent for me, so obviously brighter, and it's leaning towards like a pink shade but also a coral undertone as well. Last color is what I have on my lips, and this one is called Smoky Red. In the name you can see that it is a red shade, but for me it's a combination of plum, burgundy, wine, red color, which I think is so lovely, and it is the darker shade in this collection. Overall, I really like all the colors. I love how they are all very muted, very warm tone, and really reminds me a lot of autumn colors, whereas a lot of these colors are quite deep, and even some of the brighter one is leaning much more toward the coral side, but not too sheer or bright, if that makes sense. In terms of the longevity, I would definitely say that this lasts for about 5 hours, including eating and drinking. And the way I see it is that the glowy, the sheer side of the finish will disappear throughout the day, depending what you do, whether you eat or you drink. And I wore this with me one time when I went for a baby shower, and there was like a whole ton of food, and the colors still stay on after eating and drinking, and I'll show you guys how it looks like. So I'm actually really amazed with the color. I just love that also this does not stain your lips, and you know, it still leaves your lips very comfortable because of the moisture on your lips, so you don't need to worry about touching up at all. Even if you want to touch up, you can even touch up in a way where you don't even need to use a mirror, because you can just apply like this, like a lip balm. And so I absolutely love this collection. I'll do a transfer test now. So I got a mask here, and I'm just gonna push this in, and I have a feeling that it's gonna transfer quite a bit because of that gloss, but we shall see. Yep, I was completely right. You can see, definitely transfer. I'm gonna kiss on my hand. Yeah, definitely transfer big time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.